Hello everyone, Spencer here, also known as ScreenSpeak, and in today's video, this is my James Gunn movies ranked list. So without further ado, let's rank. Alright guys, super excited here. I'm recording this the same day that, I made my Superman review. So I'm wearing the same shirt because James Gunn did Superman. This just came out. I'm not wearing this again. It could have been a different day. I'm not wearing this multiple days in a row. It's the same day. I do shower. It's okay. You don't have to question my methods. Again, I do like wearing a lot, like shirts like this in multiple days. But anyway, I do shower. I do clean. It's just the same day. Okay, calm down. So we're going to start off, there are 7 in these movies. Number 7 is Super. This movie, I don't dislike any James Gunn movie really, but this one coming in bottom place, I would rewatch this again more so than the next pick on the list. And the reason you might be saying, well then, why is it at the bottom? It's because of the reviews. And the it's most likely because it's more because of the reviews and like what other people say. Now you would say, well, your opinion doesn't matter about other people. Like you should just move it up. But what takes it down a little bit for me is Super. Like it's very hardcore. It's not for everyone. And another thing is like watching it again in preparation for Superman. In preparation, like there's no homework, but again, I just rewatched all the James Gunn movies. That it feels like it misses something. It's a great movie for revenge and like superheroes, but taking on a real life superhero. Just go watch Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass 2 suffers, but Super feels like James Gunn's version of Kick-Ass, and I love Kick-Ass. So what Super does for me, I love it a lot for what James Gunn can do as a superhero movie. It's great with like the comic accurate pow, bam, onomatopoeias. But for a movie that tries to swing for the fences and go high, it goes really high. But it doesn't succeed in the levels that Kick-Ass does. So again, I love it a lot. I think that the cast is pretty cool. It has the James Gunn cast. But, again, this is one I would rewatch again more so than the next one I'm going to talk about. Because, oh boy. But, Super is one that I do recommend if you like James Gunn's raunchy humor. But if you're not into that stuff, then you're not going to like it. And that's why it comes in at the bottom for me. Alright. For my next pick, number 6, for my big old rant of the video, is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So if you haven't heard me talk about this is my least favorite out of the Guardians trilogy, and this is actually how I did watch these movies, besides Superman, because Superman just came out. But in the order of excluding Superman is the order that I watched it in preparation for the Superman. So Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is my least favorite. And I might be thinking, well, I've heard it's the best. What do you mean? If you haven't seen it, you might be hearing people say it's the best. If you have seen it, you might agree with people it's the best. So, this came out after the Suicide Squad that James Gunn made. This came out after James Gunn was at DC. This came out after James Gunn's career was back around. When he's like, oh yeah, he made mean tweets for Marvel. He's out at Marvel. He's at DC. He makes Guardians 3 with Marvel again. And the first 2 Guardians have Tyler Bates as the composer. This one has John Murphy, who did the Suicide Squad. That apparently James Gunn went, let's copy that soundtrack and put it in this movie. No, because it's not the Suicide Squad. It's the Guardians. If you want their theme, which you use once throughout the movie, you use a new motif, not the Suicide Squad motif. It sounds epic, but it's not for Guardians. And Gamora is completely unlikable. She's from 2014. She doesn't have a relationship with Peter Quill. The relationship is so forced. Rocket Raccoon is in a coma for half the movie. Again, his storyline's emotional, but we're flipping back between emotional joke, oh, ha ha ha, ha, laugh. And I'm like, what is going on? That if you want to watch a cohesive movie, watch the two Spider-Verse movies. That's great. Those are great, fantastic movies. This one is jumping all over the place. Again, however, it's a great movie, but it goes so far from greatness as a Guardians movie. I know that's a big hot take. It's a big hot take. But I just wish, again, the songs are great. I think the ending is very emotional with Peter going back to his grandpa, with the Guardians disbanding and them dancing, because you see Drax dancing for like the first time in the Guardians franchise. But it's like, and Adam Warlock is a pawn when he's set up at the end of 2 to be this big threatening thing. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. I've watched the movie three-ish times. At least 3 times. Maybe a 4th. But at least 3 times and like skimming through once. But it's just not for me. But I'll get to the other ones in a minute. So that's my thoughts on Guardians 3. Number 5 is Slither. Now this is where things get interesting, because this is a really cool horror film directed by James Gunn, as are all of these. Oh, and Brightburn, by the way. Can I mention Brightburn? Brightburn was made by it's also a horror movie. It's an evil Superman movie that James Gunn produced, and his brother and cousin Mark and Brian Gunn directed, and or wrote it. They wrote it. They didn't direct it. They wrote it, and it feels like a James Gunn movie. It feels like a Gunn movie, and like, cause like the cast in it, there's like, you know, people like, oh, there's Michael Rooker. Oh, there's this guy, the beard guy, dye-beard guy from the Suicide Squad or Peacemaker, and it's like, it feels like why James Gunn was inspired to do Superman, like parts of it. Like, wow, it's just a wow movie. You should watch it. It's like a Gunn family film. So a Gunn family made film. It's not for families. But Slither is his movie, like where I could see Super and Slither combined, and you get the Suicide Squad. You get like this invasion of the body snatchers movie, like with parasites going inside you, and then you become like this hive mind. It's really creative. It's really gruesome as well. Like, you're like, ugh, kind of, and there's this family of a teenage girl and young, like 10-year-old-ish girls, and they get infected, but not the teenage girl, because she's on the run, and she joins up with Nathan Fillion and Elizabeth Banks to save the town. And the 3 of them all survive. Michael Rooker is the one who's infected. And it's just a really creepy movie, but it's really cool, clever, creative movie. So that said, like, I love, like, there's like a gap. Like, Super I rewatched. Guardians 3, there's a big gap between Guardians 3 and Slither. But I love Slither a lot. And because I had seen clips, I didn't see the full thing. And rewatching the full thing before Superman, I'm glad I did. That said, it comes in at number 5. Next up is the first and classic Guardians of the Galaxy. Now this one in theaters, did I see this in theaters? I don't even know. But when I saw it for the first time, I was like, that was cool. And, you know, learning more about the Infinity Stones, it's really neat seeing Thanos for the first time. And just James Gunn has this mind, like, in the Marvel Universe, to bring these space characters. It's like, it's just really neat. I don't know what more I can say about it, but you know, the songs are creative. James Gunn's song list, he always knows how to put songs in a movie in certain places, and that's what I love about them. Even Guardians 3, like, I have my issues with it, but like the songs are just timed super well, especially the song in Guardians 3. Oh my god, it's we get what we want. No, I don't know, but it's that one song when they're landing on Counter Earth. I really like that one. But you know, the first Guardians, it's just classic. The villain is a little weak. Ronin's a little weak, but I love how I was watching this again before Superman, and this movie goes, you know, when he's like, "We're the freaking Guardians of the Galaxy," and all of them join hands. I'm like, it just symbolizes that they're a family. And then like when Groot's like not there, when Groot is like gone because he he did the thing to save them, sacrifice himself. Like, we are family. It's Fast and the Furious. I'm like, it's a little funny, a little comical there. But Guardians of the Galaxy 1 comes in at number 5. Did I say number 5 before? 7, 6, 5? No, this is number 4. Ha ha ha. Number 4. Number 3 of the... Man, I can't believe this is in number 3. Nobody. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is my favorite of the Guardians trilogy. And my friend Michael would agree with me on this. I love the father and son storyline, like throughout. Parenting things get me, and this is where Brightburn is a cool movie because like the parents and like even Superman, this is a parent movie. Now, yes, you get Yondu in the first movie and like blah 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 blah, and yeah, I don't know. Just Guardians 3. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm crying over it. Guardians 2, the father and son with Ego being there, the real dad. Oh, but he's evil. Then Yondu being, like, he might not have been your real father, but he wasn't your daddy, meaning Yondu was the dad the whole time. But it's so emotional, and then Yondu going away, I'm like, I love that character, and you're rooting for him the whole movie, and you get the whole gang together. It's just great. Now, I love the gang in number 3, like, with Cosmo added, like, there's Kraglin added, and, there's Warlock, whatever. I mean, Warlock, blah, blah, blah. But in Guardians 2 with the Yondu and Mantis, and you just see them all around. Also, I like Drax shirtless too, with all those tattoos. He's not shirtless in number 3, whatever. But I like Volume 2 and the comedy work, like the comedy, James Gunn's comedy, the tense ego stuff, the soundtrack too, the dun 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 dun. It's there. Like it builds on what the first one already had, because you see them form in the end of the first one. And you're like, just go to the second one. And what bothers me about the third, because it just feels like, oh well, we've done Endgame and we have to do more, but we have Gamora. It's like, right, but you didn't continue it in that saga, so it just feels different. Guardians 1 and 2, you can watch them back to back without watching any other Marvel movies. And when you watch Guardians 3, you go, wait, why is Gamora different? That's kind of why it bothers me. And everybody else would be confused as well. Like, if you haven't seen Endgame, you have no freaking clue. But anyway, Guardians 2 it's not a perfect movie, but in my opinion, it's a perfect Guardians movie. So that's where I'm at. And if you haven't seen it, shame on you. Go watch it. Now, forget it. Just don't watch the first one. Actually, yeah. Go watch the first one, then watch the second one. So, but I could talk about this movie forever. And like I said with the songs, like the soundtrack is really good. And like watching it again before this movie, before Superman. I say this movie before Superman. I'm just like, I can rewatch. Like I was literally crying at the end of Guardians 2 because of the father and son song. Like the father and son song symbolizing that plot is perfect. And I cry, like when Rocket cries. Oh, and I was like, before Guardians 3 comes out, I'm like, maybe because it's like Rocket's storyline, they're gonna have like Rocket at the end of the first or at the end of the second movie, and then Rocket at the beginning of the third movie. Oh yeah, but then that movie wasn't my favorite. But anyway, Guardians 2 is great, and it's at number 3. Number 2, numero dos, is Superman. I said in my Superman review that both James Gunn's DC movies are better than his Marvel movies, but hey, at least Guardians 2 makes the triad. So I'm going with that. And Superman is great. I made a review of it. Be sure to check it out. And a vlog of it. Be sure to check both of them out. This movie is a great start. Great era. I'm not going to talk about everything, but a great start to the DCU cinematic universe. DC universe. So, I'm just blown away. Like, I'm blown away by what he's done to start. I can't wait for Supergirl next year. I can't wait for the rest of the projects. But the thing about that is, like, it just feels joyous. Just feels like a joyous universe to start off, and Man of Steel was kind of a weird movie. I never saw it. I've seen clips, and I've seen some of the Snyderverse, and I just kind of think like, meh. Black Adam was cool with the composer Lorne Balfe, but I'm like, meh. Black Adam was cool in itself as a movie, but the rest of the Snyderverse was like, what? And Superman popping up at like Man of Steel at the end of Black Adam was even weirder. Like, Where are you going with this? I wanted a Black Adam versus Shazam movie, and you don't give me that, and you give me Superman at the end of Black Adam? Like, what? I had no idea what was going on. But hey, guess what? It looks like now we do with Superman. Yay! Yeah, so, I don't know, like, at the end of Superman, I can't tell you what the exact plan is for the next 10 years, but at least I can tell you, hey, this film has hope, it's joyous, and I want to see more from what the universe is going to be in the next 10 years, as opposed to watching Man of Steel and going, well, that was kind of a drab movie, I really don't care at all. That's kind of the vibe, that's the vibe that I got from it, and what it should have been in 2013, like 12 years ago, when we got Man of Steel. So that's what should have happened. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But now we got this. Super pleasantly happy with myself, and I think everyone else is. And I know my friends are that we went and saw the movie yesterday. So that's where Superman winds up on this ranking. Now for number uno, you probably already know what it's going to be, but Superman was right there. The top three are fantastic, but number one is the Suicide Squad. This I had to backtrack a little bit. Superman was directed by James Gunn, and I don't know. Actually, no, not that I don't know. But I was talking about this with my friends that I don't know what other movies would be directed by James Gunn in DC. But there's other movies like Supergirl, Swamp Thing, The Authority, other movies that aren't going to be directed. I think Batman's Andy Muschietti. Hopefully, I hope so. Other movies that won't be directed by James Gunn, but could be, will be directed by James Gunn in his DC universe. But Superman was just directed by him to get his footprint on this new universe, which I really appreciate and like that. But the Suicide Squad, I don't know if it'll be beat as a James Gunn movie, but it takes the cake over Superman. Because I was so pleasantly surprised and won over by how well not only James Gunn made and made a new version of the Suicide Squad, but made a movie in the DC universe, and I went, whoa. Like, that was unlike anything I've ever seen before. Yes, it's a little it's a little darker in tone, but it still feels way better than Man of Steel. It flows so nicely from scene to scenes. The transitions from the text transitions are wildly creative. The soundtrack by John Murphy, as I was complaining about Guardians 3, is so epically insane that I love this soundtrack so much. And like, the intro is nuts. You go, WTF? In a good way, not in a bad way. Go, WTF? Oh my god. And then the rest of the movie, you're like on the edge of your seat. What is going to happen to these characters? And there's James Gunn humor, to edginess, to the horror, it's not a complete horror movie, but like there's elements of Slither in here. There's elements of Super in here combined. James Gunn jokes to tense moments, to, like I said, the score, the characters, everything lands in this movie, and I could watch this movie every week and not get tired of it. That's how much I love this movie, and watching it again before Superman was the best, and that is why this movie comes in at number one. If you have any questions about, like, you're still wondering why I like that movie so much, please leave it down below in the comment section. But again, I love both his DC movies so far, both more than his Marvel stuff. And I like Guardians 1 and 2. I do. Guardians 3, not so much. But that is my list. That is my ranking of all 7 James Gunn movies as of currently where we're sitting at today as of this video. I am looking forward to the future of the DC Cinematic Universe, and I can't wait to see where the universe goes, and I hope you do too. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on the video, and how you would rank all these movies down in the comment section below. With that said, guys, thank you so much for watching today's ranking video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the Screen Speak channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me. Don't forget to keep calm, watch the screen, and rank stuff. Peace out, everyone. Bye.